Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Home Lee, and I am coming to you hot off the presses with this little device here as I drop it. This is a little 3D printed piece, and I still need to clean up a couple of the edges and everything, but I just printed it off and checked it out for a compatriot, a friend, a supporter of mine that I've watched some of his videos, he's watched some of mine, and someday I hope to make it down to Georgia and get to Nerf with the young man Aiden, or as he sometimes goes by, a slice of Nerf pizza, or as they call him in the SENC, just pizza. Now, this little device isn't necessarily going to help you with the CETA that I've got sitting here. I just shot another little video a minute ago, but Aiden recently did a video where he noticed that the Katana mags with his Caliburn, they fired really well until it got down to the last round, and the way that the pusher worked in the Caliburn, it was pushing it down and it was catching in this spot on the adapter, which with most breeches isn't a problem because a lot of breeches are pushing straight forward, but the Caliburn, it was kind of pushing down a little bit like that. Now, I don't have a Caliburn, so I can't verify that particular issue, but I mentioned, I commented on his video and mentioned a little something, and of course, if you've got the Katana magwell for the Caliburn, the shortened magwell, you don't need the adapter, so that's not an issue. But if you want to fire full lengths through your Caliburn, then it's a good idea to have the adapter. Now, whether talons will still behave that way or what, that will remain to be seen, because as far as I know, there's still some work going on in the talon adapter for the Caliburn. But this little piece is made to be hot glued right in line with the magwell there, and as you can see, it sets just inside the magwell, and right now with his design, it does stick up there just a little bit, but this is literally the very first one of these to be printed. He designed this the other night. I had some things printing, so I had to wait for my printer to finish, and literally just moments ago printed this off on my printer and checked to see that it worked, and as you can see, it doesn't get in the way of the darts coming out. Well, and it supports them and holds them up as they come through there, and they don't get pushed down. Now, I've not glued this to there. You could hit it with a little bit of hot glue, some super glue, some 2-part epoxy, whatever your adhesive of choice would be. Of course, the issue with hot glue would be that if you were playing in a relatively hot area, which if you're playing with a 3D printed blaster, something you need to be careful about anyway, but with the hot glue, it could potentially come loose in there somewhere. But the thing is, if something changes in the design, or you decide to change up the adapter or whatever, hot glue would be easier to get that off of there than super glue or something else. But Aiden has has done a really good job. He cracked that out real quick. I mean, it's a very basic design, but I printed this at about 50% infill with PLA on an Ultimaker 3, and it took right at 13 minutes to print with no support. So that's going to be something that may be fairly handy for those of y'all that have caliburns that are using katanas. Now, I know that there will probably end up being some changes in the ecosystem with people switching over to talons and whatnot, but this is a really neat little piece. Aiden, as a young man, being able to design that and to get that so close to fitting that on first try was excellent. I will have a link to his channel and specifically that video where he talked about that problem. I'll have a link down in the description, and as soon as he finalizes this design and gets it up on Thingiverse, I'll drop that in the description as well. So, you know, this is a relatively simple design. I think it was really cool that Aiden did that and got that out there. So, you know, props to Aiden, or Pizza, or whatever you want to call him. He's done some really awesome work there. You know, considering he don't have access to a printer immediately right now, so he sent me the file, asked me to print that off, see if it worked, and it does. He's trying to revise the design as we speak. He's going to work on that bevel just a little bit and kind of clean it up, but I mean, he's done some awesome work. So really give some props to that young man. Drop by, subscribe to his channel, give him a like. He does some pretty good stuff. You know, he's a younger nerfer. He is in the SENC, so you know he does have some pretty good community support with the group that he nerfs with. But he's also got another group that's a little more local to him that he nerfs with as well. That he's sort of a big part of, I believe. So, you know, that a young man like that is going to be the future of our hobby, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know, I've not really done any kind of design. I've tinkered with a few things and adjusted a few little things and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm learning as I go. But for this young man to sit down and crank that out on Tinkercad pretty quick was sort of amazing to me. So, you know, I think the young man's got potential. So pop over to his channel, give him a like, give him a subscribe, and ladies and gentlemen, that's all I've got for this. It's just a quick little video to let you know that this is out there, and a final design will be coming soon for those of y'all that want to use your katanas in your caliburns. So this has been Homely665 reminding you to keep flinging that foam.